Welcome to our series of webinars presented by FrontRunner Professional. I'm Mark Miatello, Customer Support Representative with FrontRunner Professional. I want to thank you for taking the time to join us for this webinar. Joining us again is Stephanie Christoph, who's going to be doing the actual work that you'll see on your screen. In this webinar, we're going to be reviewing the Kiosk or virtual showroom. Now, detailed information on everything that you're about to see is available in the online manuals. Step-by-step processes to do anything in the IMS are available in the manual. If you haven't had a chance to look at it yet, put some time aside and see what's available. It's a great tool. It's right there at any time for you. And to access the manual, just select the Main tab, then Help Desk, and finally User Manual. And be sure to check the Virtual Learning Center on a regular basis, as we'll be adding new webinars and training videos. So we're going to begin creating a virtual showroom. To get to the virtual showroom, you can use a quick launch in the bottom left of the IMS or the Kiosk tab in the gray bar. Now, if you're a Matthews customer, you may use the pre-built showroom and work from that to customize it to your funeral home needs. If you're not a Matthews client, you have the option of building your own showroom from scratch. Now, once you've opened the Kiosk page, there are two categories that appear on the left. My showrooms, and these are the ones that are built by you, and the provider showrooms, and these are provided by Matthews. So we're going to navigate to the provider showroom, and you can do that by clicking on the plus sign. In general, the most popular showroom we have is the Milso Master Showroom, but you may select and use any of the other showrooms provided. Make sure you have a look through them. So select the showroom you want to use. The showroom will now load on the right, and you can scroll down and select the Copy Showroom button. A message will appear asking, "Are you sure?" And you click Yes, of course. Now, this step might take a few minutes, but let the system do its work, and when the page reloads, your copied showroom will appear under My Showrooms with the date you added the showroom. And now you can click on the showroom that you copied over. So I said, now click the showroom you copied over. Now, to create a showroom from scratch, simply select the Add Kiosk button on the right-hand side. To customize the Matthews showroom or build your own, you will need to first enter the appropriate information. And the first thing you enter, either or change the name of the showroom to make it your own. You can call the showroom whatever you'd like. You may now set up a showroom domain. The domain name will allow you and your customers to see your merchandise without logging into the back end of your IMS. Now, to customize your domain name, enter a keyword relating to the showroom, for example, showroom. And now the domain name will be set up as showroom.vlc.frontrunnerpro.com for this system anyway. And it's important to decide whether or not you'd like to have users log in using a secure username and password, or if you'd like all users to simply have access to the showroom at any time without the need for a password. If you'd like to bypass the showroom security altogether, you'll need to create a default user and set the security to using that default user. To do that, simply click on the Add button and create a default user. Save the user and then save the showroom as a whole. When you reopen the showroom, make sure you change the showroom security to use the default user. If you'd prefer to have all users enter a username and password, you may create as many users as you'd like and leave the showroom security drop down to Requires Login. Next, we'll move on to managing your showroom. And all these functions apply to Matthews showrooms and newly created showrooms. Yeah, okay. So now you select on Edit this showroom. You can select and change the style of your showroom. If you select the Style tab at the bottom right. From here you have the following options. The font, you can adjust the font style for buttons. You can adjust the font size for the buttons, and if this gets changed, we recommend changing the button size to be the same. Button size option, adjust the size of the buttons, and if you're using a touchscreen, you may want to adjust to a larger size. And if this gets changed, once again, we recommend changing the font size to be the same. The button border, adjust the border that appears around the button. Button spacing, adjust the space between each button. Button fade adjusts the feathering on top of the button so it does not look like a squared image. Button columns adjust the number of columns for the buttons. Product columns adjust the number of columns for the products. Now, if any changes are made, make sure you click the Save This Style button, and all the changes will be made throughout the whole showroom. These changes will be applied to all the pages, and we want to keep the look and feel of the showroom consistent. And at any time, you can select the Return to System button to leave the showroom editor if it's necessary. For any of the pages, you have the ability to edit the header and footer, rather. So you can click on the Edit Header Content button and type in what you'd like to see as the header on the main page of your showroom. And once that's completed, obviously, you would click on Save Header Content. And if you'd like to add or edit an existing footer, click on the Edit Footer Content and type in what you'd like to see on the main page of your showroom. Once again, once that is completed, click on Save Footer Content. Now, if you'd like to add photos to your showroom, you'll use the button at the bottom, obviously labeled as Photos. Click the Browse button to browse the files on your computer. Locate a photo, and these have to be in JPEG formats for the showroom. Once you add it to your list, you may now use the photo when adding or editing a button within your showroom. Once again, to pull the window back down, simply click on the tab. You can also decide to add a video to the showroom. Videos are sometimes used to show families examples of special ceremonies, such as a dove release, or help them decide what type of music they'd like to have. To add a video, click the Browse button, find the files on your computer, locate a video, which must be in the FLV format, and your video will now appear in the list. To close the window, click the Videos tab. Now, before you start really customizing your showroom by adding product or changing or adding categories, it's important to know what you want to do. We always recommend deciding on your category structure before you get too far into customizing your showroom. If you are using a Matthew showroom, look around, see what they've done, and decide what you will be using and what you won't. And if you're building a showroom from scratch, make sure you know what categories need to be added to what page. Now, being prepared like this, it's going to help you be organized, which will avoid doing work that you may have to repeat or eventually delete. So better to be planned out well in advance and then go ahead with the editing. Now we're going to move on to adding or editing a button. Adding a button to your page allows you to create a category structure and helps users find where the merchandise and information you've built into your showroom is located. So to add a new button, click the Content tab from the bottom right. Select an image from the left. You have two available categories to choose from: stock images, which images we provided for you, and uploaded images that you've uploaded to your computer. Once you've selected the image, enter the text for the button, and this is the text that will appear on the button. You may also enter the header for navigation. This is the title you want to appear in the navigation menu. It appears in the top left of your showroom. And once you're all set, you can click on Add Button. Now that you have a button on your page, you can click on the button and either add more buttons or add products to your page. If you need to change the picture or the title of a button, simply mouse over the button you need to edit and click the middle icon. Information for this button will appear, where you can make any of your changes that you need. You can also delete a button by mousing over and selecting the red X, or you can cut and paste a button from one page to another by using the last icon. And once you've clicked the icon, the button will blur out, and you can then navigate to the page where you'd like to move the button to and use the paste function available in the top left. Once you have your category set up, it's time to add products to your page. To get started, click on the Content tab on the bottom right and move to the Add Products to Page tab. Click on the plus sign beside any category to drop down the list. Find the product that you want to add to the page. And if you wish to add more than one product, hold down the Shift key plus the arrow. Select the Add button to have your selection appear on the page. Now you can decide the order in which the products are listing on the page. To do so, click on the Change Product Order tab. You have 4 options. Number A to Z is the first one. That can list the products alphabetically. Pricing from high to low, pricing from low to high, or with the list on the left, you can drag and drop to the order of your choice. And once you have it set up the way you wish, hit the Apply button for your changes to be made on that page. To close the window, click the Content tab again. Delete product, just mouse over the product you'd like to delete and click on the X icon. And that will take it right off your page. And that is the basics on how you utilize the Kiosk or virtual showroom feature of the IMS. We hope you found this information helpful. Should you have any questions, you can check the online manual. And of course, you can contact us at any time at support@frontrunnerpro.com. And be sure to check the Virtual Learning Center on a regular basis.